My goodness. Oh my goodness. What's up, people? I'm here. I'm here. Oh my God. We even got the echo. Perfect. Just what I needed after a long day. The sound of my own voice. Oli. Mick, it's 4 a.m. Go to sleep. Jeez, my God. Yo, your health has to be terrible. There's no way. Mick, there's no way your health is any good. Your sleep schedule's ass. This is crazy. You're up till 4 a.m. every day. My goodness. What's up, people? You don't see, I'm a fish stream AI created by Nick. Yo, this is what artificial intelligence is getting us. We're killing the environment for this? Jesus. What's up, Andrew Zebra Aquatics? How is it going? See Mick, see JP, Cam Jam, see Louise in the building. A little snoozy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Who else? Who else? Big Steve was here for a second. The platypus. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Mick. Oh, yeah. Mick is probably a fish AI. I'm not gonna lie. I still want a refund. Fathom says, "Is this AI?" Jesus Christ. Here we go. Not again. Okay, let me address the AI scandal. Okay, this is not artificial intelligence. Okay, it's not. I'm a real human being. I was generated by an intelligence that was not artificial. Now you're gonna have to deal with the results. What's up, Fathom? How's it going? So, I mean, I put stuff in the title. I guess we'll get to the stuff in the title. If you can't tell, I'm exhausted, but it's the hardest working fish stream. How could I not show up? Okay. Ideally, this isn't a long one, but we can never tell. Fallon says this filmed with Nikon. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy. Yo, who tuned into the fish butcher today? The fish butcher. Anyone tune into this stream? Mexicali? Come on. Anyone tune into the Mexicali stream? Shit was wild. Okay, we had the fish butcher. Mick says, put a fish up, I'll name it. Yo, we got a quiz Mick on fish. Well, a couple things to get to, I guess. Yeah, I need to go to sleep so I can actually make it to this auction tomorrow and maybe take some fish and keep winning BAP like easy peasy. Um, but I want to look. I took some photos today. I got some stuff from SVC that he made. Pretty cool stuff. So we'll take a look at that. And yeah, I took a bunch of photos of fish at Elite Menagerie Habitats. SVC wanted to go. Uh, Louise has a bunch of tanks in the basement. He wanted to go clean up the basement some, disassemble some tanks. Took me along for the ride. I didn't really feel like doing anything today. I didn't want to go to a club event. I didn't want to go to a swap. I didn't even buy any fish today. Okay, but SVC is my guy. I went with SVC and I took the opportunity to take some fish pictures. So, Cam Jan said, "Is he live?" It's not live for me. Yeah, you got to refresh, buddy. I'm definitely live. What, you're streaming for 4 hours at least? No. Also, yo, I think I figured out how to fix my chat. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second. This might be life changing. I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream eventually. I just need a reason. You know what I mean? I need a reason. If I get a reason, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? But until then, no, no, I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh yes, finally, I fixed the chat, bro. This has been driving me crazy. I hate having that black box there. Being able to read the text is terrible. Who needs the background? Just read white on a bright background. What's the problem? Right now we're on a 5 gallon. That's some Limnophila aromatica on the left, yeah, the best plant of all time, accompanied by some Pseudomogilla illuminatus fry floating around. Okay, and now we got the chat, all appropriate, hopping on screen, transparent. This is like a real operation. Hold up, yo, hold up, yo, hype me up right now. I'm getting some fucking energy, yo. Yo, can someone tell Jorge to stop stoking violence in the fish community? Cause someone, every time I talk to this guy, Nick, hey man, Yo, Nick. Yo, Holmes. Hey, amigo. I had to come and beat you up. Listen, bro. I called Funk. He said, "Hey, man. What's up, buddy?" Yes, my pal, Nicholas. This is Aquafunk. I heard that everyone wants to beat you up. Come on, dog. We need to bring peace and harmony back to FishTube. And today, we're gonna do that. Not with casual racism by horrible accents that I'm doing. No. With talking about fish. Okay? Say it with me. F F. You failed the test. I'm not talking. We're not subbing Father Fish. This ain't Watercolors Aquarium Gallery. I just say the name, okay? No. Fish first. F F. Fish first, okay? I want to see some fish first in the chat, okay? This is our new motto. February. Fish first February, okay? Come on. That's right, Mick. That's right, Mick. First. That you kind of halfway there. What's up, Cinnamon Girl? How's it going? Yeah, FF in the chat, okay? FF in the chat. February fish first. FF. All right. Yo, that sounds so funny. FF. Yo, what's okay? Okay, Vic and JP in the chat with the FF. Come on, you guys were good. You're the good students. I already know. Teacher's pet. Let's go. Come on, education. Fish first. Next year we fight. Jesus Christ. All right. So what do you guys want to get into first? Honestly, let's look at these gadgets real quick. Okay, let's look at these gadgets. And we're working with so much production value right now. Like this is about to blow your mind. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It moves. So I've got my first little promo, not promo, prototype. There we go. SVC original. Now this is they say German breeding ring or whatever. Bro, this is America. Okay. Actually, SVC is on the Eastern Shore. This is an Eastern Shore breeding ring. You know what? We're gonna call it a German breeding ring. Anyways, so this is SVC's design. All right. You might have seen some other people make some, Mitchell Broom and such. Here's SVC's take on it. Now I'll be honest. I don't fully understand what I'm looking at. I actually didn't look at it that much off camera, off stream. Uh, so we're gonna have to go with the function at some point, but we got a clear uplift tube here. We got a little bit of a pre-filter situation, looks like. We got the airline, some rigid tubing that goes up to here. Okay. And we got this very fine mesh on the bottom. So I'll be testing this out. I do kind of want to convert it to a fry collector. I think that would be kind of interesting. And it looks like we got a little bit of sponge here, right here. And since this ain't about testing this stream. Okay, I'm too tired for that. But there's one test that we can do. Let's see if it floats. Because if it doesn't float, it's completely useless. Okay? So let's at least check if this thing floats. All right. Let's see what tank do I put this in? All right, this is perfect. Right here. Yep. Yep. This is perfect. Okay. The moment of truth. It's floating. Do you believe in magic? In a young fish heart where the music were free? Well, it's in an aquarium, so no music gonna help you, fish. You stuck in here forever. Till you die. It's just getting fucking morbid. But yeah, okay. Very nice. SVC, I'll be testing this out. This is very clear, honestly. Very clear. No, I'm excited about this. This opens a lot of new opportunity. Maybe I'll put some, I don't know what fry I want to put in this. A lot of my fry I'm trying to put in as big tanks as possible very quickly, but maybe I'll use it for hatching stuff. And like I said, I want to kind of turn it to a fry collector maybe, but this is looking promising. It is. It really is. And actually I like how it looks in this tin more than I thought it would. It's not as hideous because it's so clear. All right, let's see what the chat thinks, okay? Someone's deliriously sleepy tonight. Yo, what's up? Yo, Mexicali Fish Keeper, how's it going? Yo, this guy's the number one degenerate troublemaker. Did you see what he pulled up to his stream in today? Think about the most iconic villains of all time. Darth Vader, the Borg, Gru, and also that lady from Monsters Inc., Lazowski. Yo, she evil as hell, man. She, honestly, might be the devil incarnate. I feel like the physical embodiment of sin. But think of all those most iconic villains in your head. None of them hold a candle to how Mexicali Fishkeeper came today. In fact, I've had to give Mexicali Fishkeeper a new name. I've had to give him a new name. Now, just, I know everyone's not always up to date on the current information, the goings on. So let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about here, because you're going to have to warn your neighbors, you're going to have to warn your closest friends about the type of time that Mexicali is on currently. Okay? So we go over to Mexicali's channel. There's a disturbing thing going on this most recent live he did. And I'm not just talking about the fact he had the fish butcher on. Okay? I'm not just talking about that. No. We're not worried about Takashi Amano's finest disciple today, finest fanboy. No.
It's game.
We got to talk about Swim Deanna Jones. Swim Deanna Jones. This is Mexicali Fishkeeper's new villain persona. If you see him pull up to the stream in this, every beef is getting ignited, okay? Every name is getting dropped. Everything is getting exposed. He's gonna bait everyone, okay? This is Swim Deanna Jones. Now, if we look up Indiana Jones, this guy is a hero, okay? Does this sound familiar to you? It belongs in a museum! Alright? This guy pulls up, he's looking at your personal DMs, your personal gripes, and he says, it belongs in the live stream! We need content! Okay? Watch out for Swim Deanna Jones. He's coming through, and it's absolutely disgusting. Okay? Look, he's on the top of the screen. He's on the bottom of the screen, smoking a cigar. Okay? You know who else smokes cigars? Let's look up, I'm just gonna Google mob bosses. Okay? Literally the top results. Cigar. Mob boss with a cigar. Another mob boss holding a cigar. Do mob bosses like cigars? Google Images says yes. And here we go with Swim Deanna Jones. And what does he have between his two fingers? While he's streaming to hundreds of impressionable fish keepers. I rest my case. Now, we don't need taxes to indict him. I'm going to call for the RICO to come down as soon as possible before Swim Deanna Jones can do any more damage to the fish community. Alright? And by the fish community, I mean me. Okay, because let's be honest. I'm getting targeted here. Okay, I'm getting targeted here. So, that was just a quick public service announcement. Okay? Unhinged 10 out of 10, I'm here for it. It's just a public service announcement. Oh my god. Yo, Jose is very correct. Smokey the Bear. Now, the thing about Smokey the Bear, okay, and we've already done the Indiana Jones comparison. We got Mexicali Fishkeeper, the ultimate mob boss villain. Swim Deanna Jones. Look at this sly little. This is how he starts his live stream.
We're live.
Oh, look at that! Yo, you want to see that? He said we're live, and then immediately he's like, I already know what's about to go. Look at this. Look.
We're live. Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, did anyone kill it? It's a micro expression. Anyone watch Lie to Me, bro? Yo, I'll put that on the freaking slow mo. There's no way that he exposed himself this badly in the first second of the stream.
We're
Wait.
live.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all in front of our eyes.
We're live.
Anyways, Smokey the Bear, a renowned American figure, okay? This is the pinnacle of forest preservation. You can stop, you can prevent wildfires. Responsible, inspiring, and some would say conventionally attractive to bears. Then we come to Mexicali Fishkeeper. He's starting the fires! He's starting the fires! FF in the chat. Fish first. Fish first February, people. This is what we're fighting against. Okay? FF. Holy. Now, with that being said, okay? With that being said, let's talk about the fish. Okay? Can we? Let's do it. Whew. Canjon said he didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. My lost sister. My lost sister and fish. You've been led astray by Swim Deanna Jones propaganda. Alright, you're falling for the narrative. Nick said, sorry, Nick, I can no longer go against the true boss. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm getting boycotted right now in my own chat. He's put the hit out. This is unbelievable. Well, this whole time people keep spamming my chat. Green vans, green vans. Meanwhile, my biggest stop was a fish live streamer in a fedora. It's just not right. He can't keep getting away with it. Fish first. Fish first. So, speaking of fish first, let's see if you can name the fishes, because I can't. Now, I was trying to take some pictures today, and there was a lot of issues. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of issues with taking pictures of fish today. A lot of challenges. So I kind of tried to sort through the photos a little, but like you're gonna see some of the misses. I left in some of the misses because I want you guys to see, the failures. I took about 1,000 photos. We'll be lucky if 100 are already decent. Ain't good. Uh, Mick says cigar and fish go hand in hand. No more stinky fish basements. Isn't smoking the cigar guaranteeing that the basement is going to be stinky? Are we? See, this is what happens. This is what Swim Deanna Jones does to the undefended brain. Distorts reality. Okay, it's just not right. So we're gonna go into, and these are all. I haven't edited any of these. Okay, some corrections do need to be made. Some corrections are gonna need to be made. So I'm just viewing it right now through what I call some bullshit, which is camera raw. Even though I took them in JPEG, but we're gonna have another conversation. Fathom is surely gone by now, so none of this means anything, and I'll get away with everything. Now, good thing Nick hasn't seen my fish room, punk. That is a good thing. That is a good thing, Jorge. Fathom said, "I'll fight you." Oh my god, bro. Yo, I'll do. Yeah, I'll fight. I'll fight Fathom for sure. Yeah, yeah. Yo, we're gonna have to make this AI quick. So first of all, this is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna talk about taking the photo. It's gonna be incredibly boring. I'll talk about some issues with the photo, But I need Mick or anyone else to tell me what the fish we're looking at is as well in the chat because this is Fish First February. All right. The cars we started at the car is fire. Okay. No, Cam. FF. Yo, someone. We need to let Cam know it's FF. Louise, you can't name the fish from your own store. Now, this is ridiculous. Now, I rated this picture. How I go through and rate my photos, I usually do like 3 is like I can use this. 4 is like yeah, let's fucking go. 2 is like I can make this work, and 1 is like if I come to the end of this and I realize I fucked up every single photo, I have to use this. Okay. 186 says your photos are gonna put me to sleep. It's late. We all need some. We all need some sleep. Pug Chick said FF. Let's go. So yeah, Keyhole Cichlid. I rated this a 2. I feel like it actually should be a 3. It's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. The colors are relatively accurate. You know what I mean? The fish don't look too messed up. Like I wouldn't need to change the temperature on this too much. And for my fish photography, I generally go for just looking as untouched as possible because, you know, people want to see what the fish looks like. So maybe I like turn the contrast up a bit, you know what I mean? Because it is a little bit washed out, and that's because I have my ISO turned up so much. Uh, basic. We're fish hating right now. Said the fish is basic. Oh my god. Look. How about this? Fathom said detail is greater than detail and dehaze 25%. Okay. Okay. Let's dehaze. Okay, see what he's talking about? JP said this fish is mid for sure. I tried to turn this into a positive thing, and you guys are turning this into show us the fish and we'll roast it. Is this the kind of community that we're sitting here to foster? Really? Really? On Fish First February? Camjet said it's like a less interesting Bolivian rap. Oh my gosh. FYI, photography is my hobby before aquariums. Oh, great. Fantastic. Well, get ready to be disappointed. Okay. The juveniles don't show that deep gold that they grow into. Listen, man, they already hate the fish. What do you want me to say? I can't help you. Let's go to the next one. And Mick's coming through with the Latin name. Clithoricara moroni, keyhole cichlid. Nerd. All right. Next photo. Here we go. Here we go. What is this? This like a barb thing? No? Shark? What is it? You guys tell me. Denison barb. That's my guess. Some kind of barb. I like this photo. I do. I do like this photo. Shallow, a little shallow depth of field. My settings is atrocious. You know, we got 8,000 IO, 200 shutter speed, f4. All these are 100 millimeter. See the same. That's clearly a fish. The juvie gold denison doesn't pop either. SVC said I'm late to the party, but I'm here. Oh, you missed me looking above, looking at the. Oh, fine, guys, you win. I'm gonna show you the fish. I'll talk about the photo while you guys just roast the fish mercilessly until we get to one that you think that is it ugly. I think this gold denison barb looks very attractive. Okay, and you know, Fathom, you can tell me whatever settings to change if you want at any point in time. Okay, he seems to like D Hayes. Look, D Hayes. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get this dramatic. I would say I fucked up the color temperature on this. It's a little green. It's a little green. I'm not gonna lie. You know, you kind of see like this isn't right. This ain't right. No, it's not sickly. It's just I need to correct it. You know what I mean? That's all. So it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Okay, let's try this one. I think people will like. I think people will like the next fish. I do because I'm going to selectively choose one that I think people will like. Okay? Because it's not a fish. It's not a fish. It's a crab. Okay? This is, I forget the name of it. Mick, can you even tell me? I was trying to get pictures of this crab. Now, the challenge was that it was in an incredibly dark tank. And I'm also lazy. But I think I got some kind of like artistic little photos here. You know what I mean? I think I can work with some of these. I like this one. I like this one quite a lot because it kind of looks like he's waving, saying hi. You know what I mean? You got the hand blurry in the front, and the eye is in focus back here, so it's kind of like, hey, what's up, buddy? You know what I mean? So, okay, Thai rock crab. This is a Thai rock crab. See, so you can't roast it because it's not a fish. Nick said never had crabs, fortunately. Nick is using a macro lens to photograph his underwear. See, this is the kind of thing that Swim Deanna Jones has to offer. Perversion. For no reason. Unprovoked. What did we ever do to you, Swim Deanna Jones? What did we ever do to you? Seek help. Alright, so it kind of looks like no one has anything bad to say about the crabs. It is Fish First February though, so I do feel a little dirty for not showing a fish. Okay, but we're gonna fix that because I'm still looking at a photo of the crab. Come on, man. He's turning his back on you guys. You didn't believe in him. He's still out here crawling around. Now, I gotta show a fish that I think that Mick will like. Okay? For some reason, I kept trying to get a nice photo of this fish, and I don't think anyone's gonna understand. Okay? But what is this? Can anyone tell me? Who can tell me what this fish is? I already know Mexicali can't, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The only fish Mexicali knows is what mollies and cigars. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm sure there's a cream for that if you watch the YouTube ads. What kind of ads are you guys getting? Okay, Cam Jen said boring tetra. JP Jeffrey says silver barb. There was something about how shiny that this guy was. I tried to take a bunch of pictures of him, honestly. I don't think he was boring. Okay, I really don't. He had a lot of personality. Look at his face. Come on. Come on. And we got some nice green behind him. I thought this was nice. Look, Louise, you can't give the answer to all of them. These people don't respect the barbs. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Fine. Boring tinfoil bar, Mick said. All right, Mick. How about this? Is this a boring fish to you? Is this a boring fish? You tell me. You tell me, Mick. I know this is a little bit unfair. I was trying to get good photos of these straws. And it's a little dark. Fish first, you said. 186 said barbs are nippy. Yeah, I was trying to get some photos of this straw pair, and it was a little dark, so that was a challenge. But they're actually, killifish are actually pretty nice to photograph. On it, like some fish are scared of the lens. I find a lot of killifish to be very open to showing off at the lens. They can't wait. They really can't wait. But my settings were all wrong for this. Like it's a little dark. The colors aren't quite right. It's green. Like if you want to know if you need to change the tint, just like look in the shadow. Like if the sand is all green, you probably should change the tint like a little bit. You know what I mean? This is when they talk about color correction. Okay, like it doesn't have to look messed up. You just gotta fix your mistakes. Okay, you just gotta fix your mistakes just a little bit. You don't gotta go too crazy. But if something that is white is green, you might want to take a look at that. Okay, you just might want to take a look at that. Cam Jan said Achilles are super pretty. Fathom said bro didn't even calibrate his white balance before shooting. So I was trying to do because we talked about this recently. But the problem is that the lighting at the store is extremely not uniform when it comes to temperature. So I was having to change like every single tank I went to. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. So I did go to auto a couple of times because I was like, I'm just gonna correct this. It'll be fine. And that's how you get yourself into trouble. But I think I got some good photos of these guys. This got to be my favorite, one of my favorite photos of today, though. I'm not gonna lie. The photo of these shrimp. Uh, I like everything about this photo. This I haven't. This is the unedited. You know what I mean? We haven't touched it yet, and just how it is here, I like it. Now I didn't shoot in RAW. I have good reasons for not shooting in RAW. I do. One reason I don't. One reason I didn't shoot in RAW is because JPEGs have noise reduction, and I didn't feel like processing RAW photos. That's about it. So it was a calculated decision. Also, I'm taking photos that are going to be uploaded to a website, so it's already a smaller file size. It's easy for me. I'm just going to load quicker. Listen, I'm lazy. JP said you shot RAW with Nikon, didn't you? No, I didn't. Not with Nikon, just with Canon. But I like everything about this photo. I'm not gonna lie. I like the rock. I think the shrimp look nice. I could brighten it. I could do whatever to it. Uh, I would buy these shrimp. I think this is a good shrimp store photo to me. Okay, I like vignettes. I do like vignettes a little too much. You know what I mean? I could do this and feel totally fine with myself. Uh, a photo like this, 22%, 24% vignette, maybe I would do that. You know what I mean? But this is what I mean. There's no introduction in the detail tab. When you click, you set the quality 1 or 2, show the estimate file size. Yes, yes, yes. I'm reducing the amount of steps in my processing because I'm lazy. Now, you can set the quality 1 or 2, show the estimate file size. You can drop to it. Yeah. Fathom, I know you're professional and all that, but when we did the stream, all you wanted to do was talk about helicopters. You didn't want to talk about noise reduction. I tried. I tried. I tried, bro. Mexicali was messaging me. He was like, listen, if you guys don't talk about something soon, I'm going to have to post the text you sent me last night. Yeah, I took 2 pictures of the shrimp. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I like shrimp. Shrimp are cute, and they're fun to take pictures of. We're only talking photos, so I don't like gray rock. Oh my god, bro. All right, that's a good scramp pick. Thank you, thank you. This is where I started. He took photos while hanging out of a helicopter as a photo god. Kanjan said I'm distracted. He's going to be available on your website. No, I was taking photos. I'm going to give some of them to Louise. They might end up on her website if she chooses to use them because they are for stuff. But getting some practice in. So doing the shallow depth of field, it's fun. I think this works, but like it is like a little bit like I do wish a bit more of the shrimp was in focus. Like zoomed out, I think this is fine. This is a good picture. And I do like that this shrimp up here is in focus too. Like you kind of see it's this slice. So that's nice. So overall, I think it's a decent photo, but to me, this is a fantastic photo. This is a good photo to me. Um, this is my favorite Really photo. I've never really been a fan of Really's. I don't know if all of them kind of look bluish in the body or if it's just because sometimes when you're taking photos of stuff, um, sometimes you're taking photos of stuff, you're kind of like looking closer than anyone realistically would, so you just notice things that probably don't ever matter. But to me, the bodies of the Reallys kind of looked a little bluer. I don't know. They're nice. I like this shrimp picture. Okay, I like it. Most of it's in focus. I always like when there's a little green behind the subject. It's a good shrimp photo for me. Olympic downhill or Nick's photos. Louise said this batch had blue hues and some. I was disappointed with this batch. Oh, see, I like the blue hues, but apparently it's never mind. I hate the blue hues. Nick said that red white is awesome. Yeah, I like it better. This photo is on the line for me. It's good at showing. only one part of the shrimp, and it don't like it. This is like a good fourth photo. You know what I mean? I would use this, but like it would be like the fourth one for anyone that wants some extra thing to look at. You know what I mean? Uh, I like it, but it's lacking a little bit. Probably would have liked more to be in focus here, like the face. Probably would be nice. Okay, well, let's go back to some fish. Now, these were a fish that today were doing a good job of they're dancing around, you know, they're flaring, they're doing their thing. You know, definitely a lot of green, so that's always going to be a. I mean, it's not really, it doesn't really matter that much, but you know, there's a lot of green going on here. So probably there's something I can improve there, but overall, fish look good. This is how they looked. You know what I mean? I like the background. I think some of these could go, but pretty green. Maybe greener than I anticipated. I think this is the best one because they're a little bit further from the background. Louise said they're constantly breeding, food, and fornicating. It's like all those minnows know lately. Yeah, it's cool fish. I would say white clouds. Whenever I see them looking nice like this, I'm like, oh, this fish looks like something. Like, okay. I still don't really know how I feel about these kind of shots. I like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I love them. Like where it's like the fish going away and you just see like it's like the side of it. You know what I mean? 186 says it's definitely Louise's water clarity. Maybe the water looked clear to me. Now the glass, I don't know. This was a tank that was on the ground. Uh, yeah, this photo like almost nothing is in focus. I don't know why I liked it, but I added it. I did. I added it to my list of things to look at. Now, I do have a favorite. I do have like a favorite photo, and it probably will require some retouching. But this isn't even about the photo. We're gonna talk about the Procatopus, okay? Mick, listen up. It was hard. I had to I had to show restraint. I didn't buy any fish today. All right, I'm not really buying any fish. Okay, I gotta get the fish that I got doing better. But the Bracatibus that she had in look fucking fantastic. It took a lot to not just take photos of them because everything about them is great. And this is a bad photo. We're gonna go through more of the photos. But the thing that stands out the most to me with these is one, their eye is super yellow, really yellow, and then the anal fin is super yellow. Like those are the two things, and then the red orangish outline really stands out. So I was trying to get a good picture of this guy for a while because I thought they looked great, and you'll see that this is a fish that I like detail shots on. So when I was talking about like I'm conflicted about the side shots for like most of it's out of focus, but like nah, I'm not conflicted on a fish like this because for catapus, they can be a subtle beauty fish. You know what I mean? You got to really take a look at them to fully see what they got to offer. You know, um, so I was sitting there trying to get a good picture of this guy for a while because I kind of thought it was looking too good. Kind of thought he was looking too good. Mick said us fish keepers can see what they become in a good tank. That's my problem. All my tanks are terrible. All right. So yeah, this is a fish I like. This is gosh. Yeah, what okay, Louise, you tell me what a Procatopus is. I can't remember. I thought I knew, but I don't want to say it and then be wrong because then Mick's gonna make fun of me. So I'll be honest. I don't know if I can take it. Yeah, there we go. I thought it was Nototania was is my guess too. But I was just impressed. Well, I've seen this fish before. It was there last time I went. No one's bought it yet. If it's there next time I go, I will. I'll have to buy it, or else I'll be very sad. Okay, I'm gonna move on, but you guys get the point. I just like these photos a lot because I just felt like it really showed how good the fish looked. And it's like a fish that not everyone already knows how good it looks. Like it's a weird fish. If you saw a picture of this, I think many people would be like, "What the heck is that?" You know what I mean? Mikim said Tanya means stripe, right? Nice. Red stripe. Oh, 186 a nice. You're gonna be the one that knows the meaning of the word, Mick. Come on. That thing is called moron, Aquafolk said. No. It's called a procatopus. Now, let's look at a fish that I really struggled to get a photo of. Okay, this was not great. So I included a lot of the misses here. The bottom fin is definitely interesting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. That was Procatopus monomormon. Interesting. So we got a rope fish here, as you can see. It's kind of out of focus. Now one issue is my shutter speed is 160. My ISO is 800, and my aperture is 2.8. There's a lot going on here. This thing was kind of moving fast. I needed a faster shutter speed. Okay, I did. But here's the thing. At one point, I was taking photos, and I had my drink in one hand, and like I was taking, so like I was kind of slacking a little bit. Uh, but the roe fish were going crazy, so it was kind of hard to get a good photo. But I'll be honest, I didn't realize rope fish had a face. Um, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I always see rope fish as just like a noodle going all over the damn place. But now I'm trying to take photos of them, and as it's kind of in. This is like passable in focus, but it's not. Like you can see, when you go closer, this is like a soft focus. You know what I mean? But zoomed out enough, it looks fine. Louis said they have whiskers too. Yeah, I didn't realize they had this shit. It's kind of wild. You should get some rope fish and be. People have bred them already. I'm pretty sure. This was the first one picture I got of them that was in focus, convincingly kind of in focus, and I thought it was nice. You know what I mean? I thought this noodle thing coming out of their face is just it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. Mick said, check the pores on the head. Yeah, you see that? What's up, Big Steve? So that's another thing when doing this. Like, one, you see different parts about the fish up close, and then two, you might have a fish. So, for instance, Louise just got like a bunch of fish in, and like I think like 80% of them in that shipment died, right? So some of the ones that are still alive, I'm like trying to, I'm taking pictures of them close up. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that weather fucked you up. Louise said there are a few breeders of them, but I heard once they hit 3 to 4 inch, they don't thrive. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, how many can you fit in a 10 gallon? I see. I'll put a roe fish in a 10 gallon. Come on, man. But yeah, I like this photo. I think it shows character of the fish. This is a good little portrait, shot. Like, oh, what's that fish? Is it an underwater snake? Oh, it's just a rope fish. Jacob said that was a joke. Nah, man, put him in the tin. I'm with you. Fathom said those nose tubes are called nares. Nars. Okay. Well, they're kind of creepy. I like this photo because you see the other rope fish in the background, though. So, like, I feel like it gives a bit more. But then, like, I think this is better. But like, sometimes it's nice to show people like you got more than one of them in the photo. You know what I mean? You're not just picking the only one that isn't dead in the tank, kind of a thing. So it's a balance. I think this was the most in focus one. I was just trying to get a good like headshot situation. I didn't mean to do that slider. Uh, I like this. I do. Maybe I probably crop it a little bit. You know what I mean? Something like that. Ugh, there's still a little bit too much space at the top for me, but you know what it is. I tried to get real close. I did. I tried. Um, if it's looking like the focus is just barely not there, yeah, I was manually focusing. I was manually focusing with my drink, with my can. I don't want to talk about it, bro. I kind of take photos like an alcoholic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm holding the camera. Fathom's talking about the way to hold the camera. I got like my energy drink here, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like lifting it, like, oh my god, bro. But even though this is just barely out of focus enough, I could say this is artistic license. I just turned the spherical aberration up a little bit too much on my 100 millimeter macro lens because I could do that. You know what I mean? That's all. Cam Jen said the booger just doesn't look right. Yeah, and you can see the pores here that Mick was telling us to look at. Yeah, some pores. But here, this is a good contestant for the headshot too, because it's kind of nice. It's going diagonally, and I could probably, crop this in a little bit, have it be a little off center, you know. And then this is probably the best one. You know what I mean? Just fix things up a little bit. Just put the most obnoxious effect possible on it, like a thousand times vignette. Like now we got his high school graduation yearbook photo right here, you know? And if we turn it this way, this is the back of the funeral pamphlet. Okay, so whatever way you want to go, okay, we could take it there. Yeah, Mexicali said nice cigar fish. This guy's crazy, man. This guy's crazy. Swim Deanna Jones wilding out. Having shell dwellers has made me appreciate shell dwellers a little bit more. They're pretty decent photo subjects. I wanted to get one like hanging in and out of the shell, but it took forever. Um, like it didn't really happen. This is the closest I got, where it's kind of like in between the shells situation. Excuse me. But shell dwellers, good photos, not mind blowing or anything, but it's a cute little fish. It's a good photo of the cute little fish. This guy says looks like a Churchill cigar. God, bro. He's always thinking about war. You see this? Talking about Churchill. I think one of my big failures for today, photo wise, is clown killifish. Yeah, their tank was really dark. Really, really dark. There was only one thin light, like in the middle of this damn tank. And I was just waiting for them to swim through it. And I never really got it. I never really got it right. Okay. Like, this is an example of a photo that would have been fucking great if I didn't fuck it up. Like, look, it's flaring. Now, if it turned to the side a little bit more, it'd be better. But still, it's kind of flaring. You can see the colors and the blurred outness on his tail. But I completely flubbed it. Terrible. Uh, but the photos aren't totally unsalvageable with modern technology. You know what I mean? Like, we can make it work a little bit. It's fine. Clown killies, I would like to breed clown killies this year. They've been on my list for a while. I know that they're a popular nanofish. I still think that they're pretty underrated. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're underrated. Yo, fish first, by the way. FF, man. Fish first. Like, it's a very small fish. It's peaceful. Stays at the top. You can layer things. It's got a bright blue eye. It's got, a tail. The females look fine, too. Holy. Aquafunk said blurred outness. Alright, buddy. You got a problem. Yeah, I was trying to get pictures of these Ember Tetras. All of them were terrible. All of them are terrible. I don't want to talk about it. Alright. Someone tell me what this fish is. And then you tell me if you like the warmer tones in the photos. My thing with the warmer tones, I just want the fish to look as accurate as possible to what they look like. Sometimes I feel like the warmer tones, it just introduces too much yellow on everything, you know what I mean? But like there is something kind of nice and natural about it every now and then. It's just the photo set would have to all be the same, you know. I'd have to commit to it. Nick says it's a gold tetra. And Jacob said those are really pretty. I want to do killifish sometimes. I just don't like that they're annual. Only the annual ones are annual, so you'd be good with the clown killies. unless it's a Northobranchius, you know what I mean? They're gonna live for a bit. Jacob said gold for Stilla. I'm guessing that that's the gold tetra. But yeah, I like this photo. There's another like you don't want the photos to be too dramatic all the time. People just need to know what the fish freaking look like. You know what I mean? Maybe you need a cool one for like the preview image, but like the best thing you can do is just show what the fish looks like. Most of this fish is in focus. I think you can see it. You see it's in decent condition. Not a bad photo. This is where you see like that warmness. Now, again, temperature. This light was significantly warmer than the one I was just shooting at, so it kind of got me all messed up. So that's one I'd have to correct. Remove a little bit of green, remove a little bit of warmness. You know what I mean? Ah, to get to a bit more accurate colors here, as opposed to like green. You know what I mean? Not the worst. I will say this is one of those situations where I'm like, well, I hope I eventually came back and got a picture of the group of them. It's not the worst. Like again, it's not the worst if I didn't, but I kind of would prefer to have a picture of one up close to be like, oh shit, that fish looks nice, and then one as a group. Steve said he went to Louise's. I rode. Yeah, me and SVC. He picked me up and took me down there. I said I didn't want to go anywhere, and SVC said I need someone to ride with me, and he went to go. He took apart some tanks because SVC is making some custom rimless tanks now apparently, and Louise has all this glass in her basement, so we went to go collect some. Speaking of which, I'll show them better later, but these are some tanks, some first tanks that SVC made. He dropped these off. He was like, I don't have anywhere to put these for now, so we'll see where we can fit them in. But he made this tank, and he made this tank. Some reclaimed glass. Pretty cool. So I think it was worth the trip for that. I was happy to contribute, but obviously since I was there, you know, let me take some pictures. Mick said Epiplates, Apalachius, Aphosemian, Riverless Achilles are not annuals. Yeah, there's a lot of Achilles are annuals. I would say most of the Achilles you're going to come across in a store is not going to be annual. This was the only semi-decent picture I got of the whiptail. And you can see there's a lot of light shining in the lens. Okay, a lot of light shining into the lens. I did have a hood on, but honestly, I need like a flag. I need like a giant flag that goes over the top of the lens even further, because some of the store lights, when they're up high, you know, it just shine. It even goes past like the hood. And I had the polarizing lens filter on too. There's just a lot of reflections, but you know, we can work through it. You know, we can dehaze within reason. You know what I mean? But perched on the rock, not the worst photo ever. If I was going to get one photo of a whiptail today, this is a relatively usable one. Okay. And I can talk about correcting colors all I want all day long. It doesn't really matter. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Realistically, you can still see the fish, which thank God. I kind of failed to take pictures of the least killy fish. Louis said, "If you're still here, that's your future whiptail I took a photo of." Oh, that's hilarious. This your fish? All right, roast pug chick's fish right now. Not joking. Hey yo, why's the fish laid down? Yo, you got the lazy fish? I thought fish swam. Look at it. It's sitting on its stomach. No, I'm joking. Yeah, least killifish. The most beautiful. Come on. But look how warm that shit was. That's something you gotta correct, bro. I definitely would have to correct that. Let me see what auto does. This is what the auto does. Damn, it turned up. Where it turned up? It's not the contrast. Where all this contrast come from? Holy. Oh, got some shadow shit going on. It's kind of weird. Okay. Anyways, please killifish. Mick, what the hell is this? Tell me what this fish is while I make it not yellow. for a second. You said that fish is obese. It's a live bearer. This is a live bearer, JP. Calm down. Yo, you may as well just ask the fish, are you pregnant? Like, bro, what kind of manners is this? Come on. Come on, Mick. What fish is this? Come on. Because I have no idea. In fact, I'm pretty sure, and I'll say on my photo taking, um, I like the photo. It's fine. You can see the fish, and you can see another fish of the same kind that actually does kind of look a little bit different. Maybe sexual dimorphism. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just the angle, but still, you see one fish, you see the same fish behind it. Oh, there's more than one that aren't dying in the tank. I like that. I like that. So, a good photo. Louise said this is a fish no one wants on pizza. This is an anchovy. Nick said, "Oh, it's a nice one." I remember I think this is the one where I looked up and I was like, "What the hell made you order this? Like, how do you even stumble across whatever the heck this is?" I mean, it is a pretty clear fish. The more I look at it, 186 guesses glass blood fin. I'm laughing because Mick says a tetra question mark question mark. Uh, if it's a glass blood fin, where's the blood fin? That would be my question. I'm gonna go with no on the glass blood fin. Mick is guessing or cyprinid from Asia. Come on, people. What's going on? No one knows any fish anymore. What happened to fish first? Come on, man. I'm pinning it. I'm gonna pin this. Fish first. All right, Louise, give us the answer. Give us the answer. That's right, JP. Fish first. Yes, a tetra. The first name of it starts with an A as well. Oh my gosh, bro. You got to give us the answer. Anchovy tetra? Okay. Anchovy tetra. And I'm going to paste the Latin name if I can find it. If I can find the Latin name, I'll paste it so Mick can go and look it up on all his secret fish lists. Mick just be shopping all the time on these wholesale lists and laughing at us. You're like, you want that fish? Very cute. I could order 20 of them for $1 tomorrow. Yes, I'm across the pond. I have now pasted the Latin name from Louise's site into the chat. Microshimobricon CF Kazaquire. My God. Never show me this fish again. It's on sale. All right. But yes, photo, too warm. We're going to have to fix that. Cool fish. It's clear. This works for me. All right. Struggle. The struggle's back. The struggle's back big time. I was trying, bro. I was trying. Yo, Jorge just sent me a video of his punk card where he's a mob boss. He's trying to intimidate me. Who gave him my number? I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. The fish police. And I'm not talking about the number one snitch, Luis. You guys ever wonder how Luis rhymes with police so well? Seriously. Yo, these fish store owners are getting quite uppity. I'm on Facebook. Everyone's commenting all over the place. When did the fish stores start doing this? Notice how I'm in a basement? All right. All right. Report me. See what happens. Your fish store is haunted. I will talk to the ghost that lives in your haunted fish store. We'll make a deal. My soul and you minor inconvenience Louise constantly. Seems like a fair trade. Now, Fish and Friends, he be playing all that Christian rock music. I don't know if this messes with this kind of strategy. Every time I walk in there, I was hearing, "Oh God, oh God." That might not work. He might be protected from that, so I'm gonna have to do an alternate strategy or something. I don't know. bring in a Catholic, perhaps, maybe a Mormon. I'm gonna have to fight fire with fire, basically. Can you imagine I walk into Fishing Friends with a Jehovah's Witness around me? Yo, Blake, I heard you have a problem with basement operations. Just joking. Louis. Oh, Pugshit said Louise is sending me some of these too. Okay, well, I was having a hard time getting photos because they were very active. And I'll be honest, with these and the other rainbows, which I'm blanking on the name of, one, they're very active. Two, I didn't realize that they get to a pretty nice size. Like, I think they probably make a better display than some of the Pseudomagills, honestly, because they're just a good size. Like, not too big. And these guys were going, all over the place, flaring at each other. So I got a few photos, nice photos of them flaring. Mick said that's a good pick, Mick. That's the first time you said something was a good picture, Mick. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, it was hard because they're moving fast, and there was a lot of them. So it was actually hard to get a photo of just one of them because they're constantly interacting with each other. But they were looking good. Here's another one I got, and of course, the lighting is kind of the colors. Everything is a little bit off, so we'd have to do a little bit here just to get things back to maybe more what they looked like. You know what I'm saying? Well, sometimes, like for instance, you're shooting in RAW, so we talk a lot about like increasing saturation in photos. Well, sometimes the way that you take a photo actually does remove some of the color that's in it. You actually have to add color back to it. Um, and one big way is like if you're shooting a raw photo, you can't just take a raw photo and then upload it without doing some shit to it. You're gonna have to color correct it. You are going to have to add saturation because some of the file formats, the whole point is they're trying to get a flat image, so you're able to have more flexibility in how you can manipulate it, and not manipulate it as in how you can make it look a way it doesn't, but actually in how you can make it look just the way that it should or the way that you want to. So sometimes you do have to add some saturation in because I'll tell you that the fork tails are not this color. You know what I mean? They're not this pale color, right? So we want them to look how they did. We don't want to turn it up to like 3 million, but we do want them to look the way that they did when I took a photo of them, or at least a little bit closer to it. But yeah, these fish were going at it at each other, and I gotta be honest. So see how green that is. I'm just trying to make it look a bit more how it should. But yeah, no, these fish won me over a little bit. JP, that's right. Fish first. Let's go. Fish first. These fish won me over a little bit. I wasn't that interested in them, and there's some in the auction. We'll still look at the auction tonight. Today, everyone seems to be a photo nerd. I just shoot, no editing. I don't really ever edit anything. I'm just pretending like I, care. I don't care. My life's over anyway. Swim Deanna Jones just put a hit on me. It's over. You may as well take a picture of me right now and put it on my wall. This is the last time you'll ever see me alive. I mean, live. Streaming. But yeah, you get the point. Sparring fish. If anyone's getting these, I thought they looked like to be in decent condition, but hey, you can see for yourself. I like this photo quite a bit. The whole body's in focus. My aperture is 4. I like keeping it to 4. I think 2.8 is really cool. But for general fish stuff, you have to back up so much at 2.8 to get most of the body. F4 is perfect. One reason I like F4 a lot is because for a long time, the only lens I had was a 24 to 104 f4L, which is a good lens, but the lowest it could go was 4. So I didn't even have a choice. So I'm really used to shooting an f4 because for a long time, no matter what I was doing, that was the lowest that I could go. That was the only lens I owned. So it's like a comfort zone for me. But this cleaned up really nicely, actually. And you can just see, yeah, really green. This is obviously not how things really look. Kind of get it back to how it should be. It's just kind of a clean photo. Not touching anything too much. You know what I mean? This is looking right. Uh, and exactly what Fathom is saying. F4 is good for the side shot, but if you're up close, you need like F8. Now, obviously, I'm shooting a low light. F8 is not going to work for me. So, you know what I mean? But I think the side shots, that's usually what I'm trying to get anyway. Let me make it work. By the way, guys, I'm trying to convince Fathom to come on stream again. You guys got to tell me what he wants to talk about. He claims we didn't talk about anything last time. And then I did add in one photo of them going away. You know, you hate to see me leave. I don't know why I do this. Now, I'll be honest, bro. What the hell are these fish? What are these fish? I feel when I was looking back, you need a swallow light to put on top of the tank for macro shots. I'll show you what I use later. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, for macro you do really need shots. Luckily today I wasn't doing too much true macro, but yeah. These are great, Nick, like National Geographic style. Okay, come on, calm down. Calm down. It's a fish store. Okay. She didn't even have the fish one. No, it's okay. Yo, wait. Louise got the beta macrostoma in? Oh yeah, this is National Geographic. You're right. You're right, JP. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I'm joking. I'm only as loyal as seriously, what is this fish though? Honestly, when I was looking back at the photos, I was like, "Oh, this looks like a bunch of mutt Dalmatian. What the heck is this?" Like, I couldn't even tell if they were all the same fish. There's someone for everyone. I get. Wait, Louise said, "Are you about to pick on Aaron's fish? These are Aaron's fish." Oh man, last stream was a 3D print stream, perhaps a photo technique stream. We touched on some 3D print stuff last time. I do think some photo technique stuff would be good though. Those are his gold barbs. Okay. Mexicali said barbs. Wait, how does Jorge know what these are? Mix said gold barbs, young ones, not colored up. Okay. Well, I mean, they look like they're in good health or whatever. You can tell I love this fish. I always try and get a good photo of this fish. The moon caps, these aren't the best ones that I took, but these are some that I took. Uh, I think I got some other ones that show the reflectiveness of their body a bit better. But I do like when you get this like little, you know what I mean? It's kind of nice. Don't you ever think the fish kind of look crinkly? Like if you touch them, it like make a little sound. Yeah, not Limia vivittata. I think those are all gold barbs. Is this a young gold barb too? Why did I take so many photos of this fish? All right. Well, I know you guys like loaches. Here you go. Behold, a photo of a loach. What do I have to say about this photo? It's kind of shallow. It's kind of shallow. It is f4, but I did get too close. You know what I mean? But because of the way the loach body is, like everything after this eye is like all out of focus. Like only the back and whatever, and like this. But because this eye is like mostly in focus, like you don't, and how the loach pattern is, you don't really notice as much. So it's kind of like a nice photo. But I do need to like, yeah, I do need like a little dehaze. Um, like it needs a little I don't know, it needs a little contrast or something. But I mean, it's nice. It is nice. I don't know. Is that what I was missing? Yeah. Everything's green. I'm incompetent. Can I say? The dark side of the loach. All right. I'm not going to sit here and edit photos. Here's some more zoomed out ones, though. So I did get some zoomed out ones. That's good. Look at what the auto did. It made it so. Looks like the loach is freezing to death. I mean, it is cold outside, so I get it. But cute little loach. What can I say? Now, these were the other rainbows I was struggling to get a good photo of. Mm. Ugh. Nick, Well, I was using autofocus most of the time, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that my focus pull is fantastic. I'm definitely not. Zebras would be nice. Now, if I was doing video, the zebras coming on. I gotta get my monitor out. I didn't get to doing video. One thing to remember in the store: fish are not meant to be perfectly grown adult. Future will be in the tank of the buyers. I see. I see, Mick. As always. But yeah, I was relying on autofocus a lot because everything was about being lazy and doing it as quickly as possible. Which I say like is a bad way. No, Fathom. I love your I love your feedback. I do. I'll never take it as knocking. Um, but yeah, I was trying, and these guys. If you thought the fork tails were moving fast, these guys were moving fast. In a more frustrating way, like they would be still, but like move as soon as I start hitting the photo button. You know what I mean? But this is another one that I feel like I hadn't really fully seen where I actually like they look kind of wild. I don't know. They're like little ghosts. I don't know what's going on. I think I got some better photos of them somewhere else. But at this attempt, this was the best one that I got. We could actually see it. And 186 said, "Well said on Mitt." Okay, let me see what you guys think of it. This is one of my ones I was doing with one hand with I had the drink in my hand. These are like some wild type honey gourami, and I don't know. I did think there was something National Geo not about this photo in particular, but when we go to some of the other ones, maybe because it is such like a natural looking fish, and they were doing things like eating off this algae. Yeah, fish first. Let's go. Um, Let me go to the next photo. Yeah, there's something about taking photos of a very listen. I think the fish looks cool and it looks nice. And while I was taking pictures of them, I was like, oh, I kind of like these. But like, let's be realistic. Not the most colorful fish. Now, when we're looking up close, some of the little subtle things like, oh, look at the gold on the eye, and you got the yellow highlights and stuff. Like, to me, that fish looks great. I really like I really liked them after this. And to see it, Jacob said that's a beautiful fish. I'd rather have that than a honey. So like I think that like there's a certain type of person which I kind of am. When you look at this and you're like, oh my god, that's fucking beautiful. I love silverfish with a little bit of color on them. You know what I mean? And that's what this is. I do think the yellow eyes is carrying a lot for me. Yellow eye, a little bit of highlighter, perhaps. A little bit of yellow highlighter popping up. Jacob said, I like the way wild fish look. And we said, if you're not asleep yet, do you get female honeys or just males? Jacob said, I like the way wild fish look. The carotenoids in their diet is what makes that sparkle. It's a defense mechanism in the wild. When they want to breed, they get black and yellow chins, dynamic inbreeder colors. This photo is cool. To work on this. Yeah. Okay. I like this. Louis says males and females. They're crystals that distort light so predators can't see them. This one I kind of liked. Maybe not the best show you what the fish looked like image, but I kind of like it because it looks like it's looking in a mirror, but it's not. It's just about to face off with another fish. But because of how it's positioned, it kind of looks like it's looking into a mirror. I don't know. I like this one. Huh. I don't know why I like these a lot. I don't know why. uh okay. Yeah, here we go. Nick said honey gouramis get beautiful when grown and colored up. Yep. And I think these are specifically like they were labeled like wild type or something. I don't know. So it's not like the normal gold ones. Like I do think it's some kind of different form. Pugchick said, my honey has blue cheeks and belly right now, dancing in front of the mirror I have at the tank. Come on, man. Where did you get? Where did I get which ones? Like just the photos? I went with SVC to Louise's store today. All right, who knows what this fish is? Come on. Come on. I think there's another one I didn't get a good group photo, but I think a pretty decent photo of just the individual. Trying to make it a little clear. I feel like Mick should know what these are. I feel like I should know what these are. Why is it not coming to my head what this fish is? Well, it's got to be like a younger one, right? No. Wait. Let me see. I'm looking up my guess. Maybe I'm wrong. It looks like another fish that I thought. No, wait. No, I'm right. I'm right. I think I'm right. Okay. I think I'm right about what the fish is. 186 guess Tucano Tetra. No, I don't know. It's not Tucano. Jacob says Penguin Tetra. I do think it's like the red tail penguin tetra, right? Louise? It's the red tail penguin tetra, I think. Louise said Jacob sorta has it, so maybe I got it the rest of the way. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll see what she says. Yep, red tail penguin. Okay, we got it. Oh my gosh, bro. I really messed the settings up on this one. This is a disaster. Okay. Tried to get a group photo of the red cap. I tried. I mean, you could see more than one of them, so I kind of succeeded. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. This guy got a big ass hump on it. Look at this. This is a freaky body shape. I'm sorry, bro. What the hell? What the hell's going on here, man? It's such an interesting fish. Sometimes I look at it, I'm like, wow, beautiful. Yeah, look, guys, it's the most beautiful fish of them all. Fritz Periclins. Why did I do a glamour shot of Fritz Periclins? I literally could not tell you. Okay. I literally could not tell you why. We got a nearite snail here. Little. I should have bought these. They were only like $4 or something. I should have bought some of these. I could use their help. Somewhere right now, a couple of fish is saying, the algae is weak and you're a big, strong human. All you gotta do is get a toothbrush and get a razor blade and get the Hydra electric vacuum and your tank will be clean. It just takes 5 minutes. Oh, apparently they're $2.79. My bad. Can someone get this like corporate shill out of my chat? Okay. High-bodied, the ones who survive in nature better. High bodies come more common than the better than the common-bodied ones. Jesus. Ooh, I don't. Did I already show this photo earlier? Yeah, I did. All right, I just like Procatopus. I was back at it again. I'm sorry. They're beautiful. What can I say? I almost got my shutter speed wasn't high enough, but bro, we almost got a cool turning photo. If my shutter speed was high enough, I even was in f5.6 for this photo for some reason, which is probably why my shutter speed was too low. My ISO was only 4,000, so I don't know what was going on here, but we could have had something. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, man. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I think these are a good photo. I forget what the hell this fish is called. For the price, for you, the price is double with 15% off using code BUM15. Code BUM15 gets you double the price, but 50% off of double. Yeah. Okay, strawberry leporinus. Okay, I like these fish because I just feel like they got a lot of contrast. Like if I just turn the contrast up, you can see the fish got a lot of contrast to it, and it looks good against the green background. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Good photo of a fish, in my opinion. I like it. Classic. Classic. I was trying for a while to get photos of what are these? Are these Odessa barbs? I have no idea. You know what's interesting about this photo? This photo just looks so real to me. I don't know. I think it was because this tank was getting hit by sunlight. I'm being serious. It was getting hit by sunlight through like ice on the window. Um. Anyways, there's something very like ultra realism about the texture of this photo to me, where I'm just like, bro, I feel a little bit freaked out right now. Mick said bum 15 is the way to go. Oh my god. Yeah, but not bad. Just super shiny. Like, what's going on? Mick said Odessa color up are stunning. Yeah, this is the same time where I decided that I should take pictures of tinfoil barbs for like 5 minutes. I thought they looked cool. Everyone else thinks they're a boring tetra. I'm sorry. They just look shiny to me. Now, this is a much more interesting photo subject. I'm not going to deny it. I would just hit the contrast. You know what I mean? What does DeHaze do? I don't know. Yo, let's give him the Let's give him the funeral. The funeral vignette. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming to the service. Versus high school year, but come on, let's go. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, it's kind of dramatic. The corners are like totally dark. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. You know what I mean? A little dramatic. And then you can see your guys' fish, a fish behind, lurking behind. And I like how these fish are out of focus here. You know what I mean? Everything about this photo tells a story. An overworked store worker will never clean the front of the glass. You know? The drops all over the front telling the story of a hurried catch. You know what I mean? I actually don't really care about stuff like that because the fish are in aquariums and aquariums get water on them. So like everyone should be able to understand that. Fish first. Uh yeah, a little picture of the barb going away. They do have a crazy little shine. Like look how in each individual's like every skill pit here, there's like a lot of reflection go. I think that's why it looks so ultra realistic. 186 says your photos definitely tell a story. She's like the story of someone that don't know how. 186 is like the story of someone that don't know how to use a camera. Oh man. No, I think that's what it is though. I think it's this little reflection in like the pit of each scale that's making me feel like it's like got this hyper realism vibe to them. But yeah, this is a good third, fourth photo. You know what I mean? You've seen what the fish looks like. You want a detail shot. These might be good though. I like trying to get photos of the super small fish because you're never getting a good photo of them with a phone. You know what I mean? So whatever the hell this thing is, it was small. Jacob said barbs do have cool coloring around their scales. Yep, yep, indeed. So yeah, whatever this small fish is, I got a photo of it. Let's see if we got a better one. I mean, this is fine. It's just small fish. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, look at that. Look, it's got color. It's got color on it. Come on, give the small fish some respect. Give the small fish some respect. What does it look like if I crop in enough that I can actually see this thing? You know what I mean? Mikim said Boris Mara. I think it was, yeah, something like that. Phoenix Rasbora. Phoenix one? Was it? I like that. Good. This is good. This is good pacing, Louise. You give them a second to guess, then you come in with the right answer. You know what I'm saying? The good thing about going to the store is I didn't feel like talking to anyone today, so I just got to walk around and take pictures with my camera, be grumpy. That was what was kind of nice. I do like that sometimes. Oh, look, we got a little, she said schmong something or other Rasbora. Oh, she don't even know what's in her store. It's crazy. Stumped her. You're gonna ask her if these are in stock. She's gonna say yes, and then find out she sold like all of them last week. No, like 6 months ago, but the customer never picked them up. Holy, got him. You can see another one to the side here. You can also see a slight reflection of my camera hood in some of these. I believe that's what this circle here is. Samfong Rasbora. Sure. Let's go with that. Ooh, 10-4 bar pick. Come on. Let's go. I got a picture. This is a closest up one of another small fish. Black arrow guy. I wasn't even thinking of that. I think this is the only one I got of this fish. It was looking at itself quite intently. This is good. I wish I had gotten this of the other small fish. See, you can see a bunch of them. You can see them clearly. Their condition. Our PhD guy here found out they had described two different looking Boreal species with two names, but they're actually males plus females. Oh shit. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Two different species, but they're males and females. No wonder they're like, oh, why can't we get any females of the species? Like you separated them into two different fucking tanks, bro. Take a look at the stomach, man. I swear that I almost feel like I see eggs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I like this. Good photo. You can see the scratches on the front of the glass of the tank. It's perfect in every way. I think this is the only two that I got. But honestly, if this is gonna be your one photo of the fish, it's not bad. It's close enough you can see it. There's more of them, more than one in the photo. It's not the worst. Okay, this is one. This was irritating. This is really irritating. This is like the Lazao hill stream loaches. Really crazy looking. Great outline on the body shape. Because the fins kind of got an outline on them, and then the body's like super creamy. It was just hanging out in the back of the tank, but the lighting was terrible, and I just struggled to get a good photo. It wasn't giving me an angle. This was probably like the one of the better angles that I got, and it's super noisy. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest situation that I could have asked for. But you know what? The fish do kind of what they want. So what you gonna do? Really cool looking loach though. Cool looking loach. Where was my thing? Did you give me a picture of the chameleon bass breeding the hornwort? That's really specific. No, I did not. I did not. I guess it was a wasted trip. I'm deleting all these photos. Totally. This is probably the best photo I got of it. This loach. As far as like the front, so you can actually see its damn face. You know what I mean? Louis said you're fired. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was never hired. I was a basement operation operating without a photo license. You're about to reap what you sow. Um, I think between this photo and this photo, you could almost have something, but both of them leave a little bit to be desired. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. There's a lot of problems with these photos that I'd have to fix, but this photo's all right. I wish I could have gotten a better photo. Why did Louis say just delete? The hell? I wish I could have gotten a better photo, but like, why does this loach look so much bigger than this other one? It's kind of insane, bro. And look, you can see that this is my camera lens reflecting in the glass. But bro, this thing looked like a monster next to it. Cam just said, "Good night, Nate. Good night, y'all. This will let you go to bed. Night, Cam Cam. Got a peacock gudgeon. We got another Loach conference photo. I guess you can see the body color decently. Delete. All right, Louise. Hmm. These tanks always look so dramatic. I tried. This is take two of trying to get pictures of Killy, the clown Killies. This shit's painful. I do kind of like everything at the top is kind of like a little bit wild. All the reflections and stuff going on here. I got one decent hate to see you go shot, I guess. Got Jelly Bean Tetra. That looks decent. Oh, this is a kind of alright photo. 1 second. Yeah, let me hit auto and just ruin it quick. Let me see if I can improve this. Yeah. If only this was a Gobi that had any color on it at all, then maybe I'd feel something right now. Clown killies are so small too. Yeah, but this is kind of cool. I'm gonna head to bed. Hope everyone had a great night. You may proceed on picking on the fish niche. I know you will. I won't know you picked it on me until 6 a.m. Eastern Standard tomorrow. Jesus, look at this panda loach up here, man. Just hiding on top. Well, not hiding, hanging out on top of the hill. Let me not add some trauma to this activity. I need to do better. I couldn't get the picture of the rice fish because I was kind of holding the camera up high to try and make it angle so there wasn't distortion with the glass, and I was failing miserably, quite miserably. But I do really love when you get reflection of the fish above it. I just love it more when everything's in focus. You know what I mean? I took a picture of my favorite fish nets. This is the beta. What is it? Beta Forshi Ninja. Yeah, yeah. She had a trio of them. All right, let's get to this auction thing. You guys get the point on the. Oh, wait. There's another photo of this loach. Hold up. This is the big one. Damn. Yeah, these guys look kind of crazy. Oh, wait. I like these photos. Hold up. I'm just gonna run through these real quick. I don't know what it was up with this fish, but yo, study. What the? He said, "Howdy, Dick." Pause. What's wrong with you, bro? Remember when we used to be friends? Then you joined Swim Deanna Jones. Well, I'm just gonna do a quick rapid fire to the photos, but I really need to go through, edit some of these, correct some of these. I think we got a decent amount of usable ones. God damn it, there's so many fucking fish. Can you just like have 10 fish? Seriously. But I mean, look, I was there, I was taking photos. Here's some of what I got. Honorable mentions, whatever the hell this fish is. This thing looks pretty cool. And this was a pretty dramatic looking photo. This guy had a lot of attitude going on here. Look, we got some duck lips from the fish. Holy, he's fabulous. Yes, fish. Yes, fish. Let's go. Yes. Okay. This looks like, what is it? Never Ending Story? Whatever movie with the fucking big ass dragon. Yo, axolotls terrify me. Yeah, Fab will say, yes, fish. Yeah, axolotls terrify me. What the fuck? I'm putting this in my house, in my home. Yeah, Falcor, exactly. This looks like a beast. This looks like an absolute beast. Okay, like what the hell, bro? Are we being serious right now? Look at the. Look, yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared. But I thought they're kind of cool photos. I do. But seriously, look at the hand. This is not okay. This is not okay, bro. Yeah, why has the hand got biofilm on it? It's got biofilm on the fingers. It'll haunt you in your dreams. That's what I was saying, bro. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at some of these auction items. Then I gotta go to sleep so I can actually make it to the auction and maybe take something. I don't know. Oh man. I don't know why my body's so sore. Because I'm fat as hell and my, my body's tired of carrying all this extra weight. I just can't stop eating ice cream, staying up late, hating my life. Holy. Why I get a notification that someone posted a short about toothbrushes clean their aquariums? Flash, go to sleep. Toothbrush is for my mouth. Pause. Algae is for my tank. Mick said regrowing body parts is lost. If lost, yeah, I'm good off that. So let's get to this freaking auction. That's tomorrow. That I need to catch and bag things for. And oh my gosh, look, this camera's been running the whole time. It's kind of beautiful. If you think about it, everything I said just now is meaningless because I'm simply buying time until I can get the thing on the screen that I'm supposed to, which is auctioned out fish. Can we just all be honest with each other? I just be talking for no reason sometimes. This is definitely one of those times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You deserve better. Unless unless you're Mick. Yep, I'm going to this one tomorrow. I think they're gonna. I think Aaron's been talking about his coronation. I think they're gonna give out the BAP awards for last year, so I'll get to see the fact that I accomplished nothing as far as BAP last year, which is it's sad. But if there's anything that's consistent in my life, it's my continual failure. So I really hate change. Why start now? So we got the February meeting auction of ACM 2026. Let's see what we got. And I still haven't even posted the photos for the stuff that I said I'm gonna bring. Well, let's see what we got in this auction, okay? And I'm a speed through because we got to get to bed. We got to get to bed. Okay. The Beta and Bellis are fire. Andrew said, okay, okay. Nice, find some items. All right. This is going to be a speed run. All right. I'm not going to sit here and just wax poetic about the Malaysian trumpet snails and how maybe possibly they could be something worth bidding on, okay? No. We let Scotty make money off of Malaysian trumpet snails once. We're not doing it again. Well, actually, someone else put these in. We got some rocks. We got some baby LBE bristlenose pleco. I don't need any more bristlenose plecos in my life. Bags of colored gravel in a lunch bag. At least it's hefty. Trusted seal. Does it say $5 on that? Okay. Well, the minimum on the listing says what, but we don't need to even discuss further. Okay. We got 10 pure red line carradina shrimp. The speaker coming today is talking about shrimp, and this could go one of a couple ways. Steve said the better umbrellas are going for me. I need a female for a pimp ass male I have. All right, take the better, man. Go for it. I dare you. So pure line carradina shrimp breeder guy speaking, bringing a lot of fancy shrimp. This could go a few ways. If it's the normal people and ACM, I don't think there's that many people that want to keep carradine because it's got specific parameters, etc., etc., etc. But if there's some unusual people, which I think there might be, judging from the listings, we might get a little bit of a bidding war over these. Now, there is one, two, three, four, five lots of these fancy Carradina type shrimp. We got the 10 pure line Caradina. We got another lot of the 10 pure line. I'm bapping 4 crystal red shrimp, which I don't think is going to make too big of a difference. Yo, Andrew said, Steve, now I'm going to have to come just to bid you up. Come on, Andrew, let's go. Steve needs to be taught a lesson. He's been making too much money. 10 tangerine Caradina shrimp, tiger. Uh, these, I feel like, don't usually go. Cool, Nick. Now you can put up the price for the benefit of the club. They don't need my help. 10 tangerine tiger Caradina shrimp. Um, these don't usually. I feel like these people don't bid for them too much, but he might bring up in the talk. These are so easy. You can mix them with the neos. They'll never interbreed. You got multiple colors. You can make these very desirable, right? Uh, we could get these crystal red shrimp over $50 if the right people are there. But I've seen these go for 35. I've seen these go for 15. I've bought 10 crystal shrimp for $15 at a club auction before. So you just never really know. You never really know. But I think that these probably will actually go decently, just based off of my vibe. Then we get 6 red Galaxy Fishbone Caradina shrimp, so these are kind of fancy. Honestly, unless there are people there that know and appreciate what these are, I feel like they'll go lower than the crystals because I think they look worse to the average person. That's just me. I think these look a bit more obviously cool. That's my opinion. The fish bones look cool in person. You look up close and stuff, but I don't know. There's also only 6 of them. There's 10. But if the right people are there, these are fancy. But I bought 10 of these for $35 once as well. So you just never really know. But they are really fancy, expensive shrimp. So people go there that actually understand that. So I'll keep an eye on all these shrimp. Like tomorrow, all these shrimp I'll keep an eye on. If the price is reasonable, I'm in there. You know what I mean? Steve said I sold 75 fish to Jesse today. Let's go. Okay, well, I'm fucked. All right, Steve, take all the fucking. You win. You're coming with funny money tomorrow. I could see these getting bid up quite a bit. You throw orange eye on a shrimp, everyone wants to pay money for it. You put royal in that shrimp name. Oh my god, blue tiger after that. Orange eye royal blue tiger shrimp. Come on, bro. And look at the blue. Look at the orange eye. It's regal. The whiskers are flowy now. This is a prize. Okay, this is a prize. This better be at least $6 a shrimp. Come on. At least $6 a shrimp. If these don't go at least for the retail of what they'd be if they're Neo Caradina, I'd be disappointed. I'd be a little bit disappointed. So I'm looking for a bidding war over these guys. But we'll see how many shrimp people are there. Okay, we got mollies, we got that. We got a BAP Pseudomygo fricatus. That could be cool. I just saw Pseudomygo fricatus at Louise's store. I thought they looked cool. I'd bid on a group of them here. I would. The price is right. I'd bid on either of these. You just saw the photos? I just saw the photos. I didn't really care about them. I took photos of them for a little bit, and suddenly, yeah, not bad. Peacock Gudgeon Care pair. I don't need that. Gold barbs. Girardinus Metallicus group. I don't need that. Trident Java Fern. Could be interesting. Aaron's got some good plants. Probably a decent portion. I'm cheap, though. If I actually bring the stuff and I sell stuff, maybe I'd pay $12 for this. But I'm cheap. Busan Lava Rock. I'm not willing to pay whatever this is going to go for. This is from Aaron. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, this better go for like $20 or something. But I'm not the one paying for it. Anubius Nana Lava Rock. I'm good. I don't even care. Armadillion, Kluge, Isopods. I'd pay $20. How many are they? 15? I'd pay $20 for this. Cool Isopod, add to my collection and slaughter them. No, I'm joking. My Isopods are all alive. Was that a bag of Fruity Pebbles? Yes, it was. We're not even going to talk about it. Armadillo Maculatum. Okay, those are cool. Spiral Vallisneria. Don't need that. Rainbow Tiger Indler Group. Definitely don't need that. All right, this is like I'm conflicted. So like this is one of the rarer things in the auction. Aaron has, and Mick, you'll appreciate this. Aaron's been working on this almost as long as I know him. He's been got this gold form of Gunter Eye. Usually, they got red on them and stuff. He says this is uncommon, some might say rare, form of in Gunter Eye Zanzibar Tan 1402. This fish has no red, leaving only yellow, blues, and black of what would normally be a reddish fish. Pictured is the gold form next to the normal red form. This mutation originated in my fish room, and this generation is breeding true. I don't know enough about genetics to guarantee this line will stay stable. I only have a few generations that are remaining true. Great starter annual, spawn and repeat, dry peat and store for 8 to 12 weeks at 78 degrees. So, it is one of the more uncommon things, more unique, an original mutation in his fish room that he's worked on. It looks cool. You know what I mean? I don't really want another annual right now because I just want to focus on the Australopithecus. But if these were going for lower than they should, I would put a bid in for them. I would try and I wouldn't be able to help it because I know what they are, and I like killifish. So I would just have to suck it up, and I'd have to breed these motherfuckers. Okay, but if you're looking for something unique, a cool annual, I like it. Gunter Eye's common here. Great fish though. Yep. All right, Sonny. What the actual hell, bro? I'm not even reading that. I am excited though. My Galaris Fire popping up. I'm excited. We got submersible bubbler light. Okay, banded barbs. Okay, these are my lots. I need to put a picture on bronze quarries. Okay, that's my orange laser quarry. Brazilian penny war. Okay, Christmas boss. Red root floaters. Oh, this is all my bullshit. Okay, let me get past this. Ludwigia brevips. It's kind of interesting. Okay, noted. Nessia triflora. The hell is this? Looks kind of nice. Bro, why does it keep thinking I'm a bot? Come on. The bluefins, yeah, I'm gonna put a bluefin pair in tomorrow. A stunning plant that originates from Africa, Asia, more specifically Madagascar, Sri Lanka, and Mauritius. Yeah, it's a cool plant. I bet on this. All right, I'm at the office now. Time to go in on Nick, bro. I'm about to get off, bro. Get Swim Deanna Jones out of here, man. Rotala, Bangladesh. That looked kind of interesting. Yeah, Mandy put some cool plants in. Myrofilm SP Rarima. I like this stuff. Yeah. Big Steve usually puts something like that in, but I don't want to give him any money. I'm probably not buying anything, Jorge. I'll be honest. Big Steve just sold 73 fish to Jesse. He's coming in with the funny money. Ludwigia Red Reuben. I kind of like how this looks. Yeah, I could kill this plant. Could definitely kill this plant. I'll have to see how many stems and stuff in person. Steve said 75, not 73. All right, Steve. You know what? Just for that, I'm timing you out for your insolence. Yeah, 10 seconds. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, 10 seconds, not 9 seconds, not 7 seconds. Yo, JP said fish first. No, now I'm beefing. I gotta get in on Steve because tomorrow he's gonna just buy everything. So, the little control I have over my life right now, I'm just gonna 10-second timeout. Who's the boss now? Let's go. Ken's premium algae wafers, I'll probably bid on these. New unopened half a pound bag. Yeah, I'll bid these up. I want some wafers. I'll look at the ingredients, but I want them. Cinnamon leaves. That sounds strange. I'm scared. Sinking shrimp pellets, aquatic arts. I don't know. The food looks ugly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me look at the ingredients. Tetra HOB, $5 minimum. Who knows? Steve said, I don't really see anything else I want. I can't keep Carradina. That's what I like to hear. You just take everyone else's money on everything else. I got this shrimp. Jorge, you're just spreading all sorts of just bullshit rumors and drama, but I don't care. Swim Deanna Jones needs a new hobby. Sawtongue Driftwood. Did they just put a fancy name on the driftwood? Uncommon variety of driftwood. Does not leach tannin, sinks easily. Okay. Next guy says the crebensis look nice. Yeah, crebensis are very nice fish. I like them. I like crebensis quite a bit. Um, but I do like them. So you know what, Mexicali? Gotta be with you on that one. What were those Postegamon? What this Pogostemon Venus? Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like it's been labeled like this before, and I don't know. I can't really find a photo underneath this name that looks like that. So I don't know. Yo, Mick just put question marks. Mick, use your words, bro. Yeah, it just kind of looked. I don't know. I don't know. Calico Pleco. What do you want me to say? Um, Personal Nose, Sleeping Dragon, Decor, Aragonite Sand, Spirulina Flakes, Bug Bite. Ooh, Eco Planted Substrate. Come on. Partial back. Oh, come on. Come on. Gonna make us fight over the scraps. Just never seen that one over here. Nice, nice. New fluval. Yo, they should make it a rule like no dry goods that are missing shit. Why is there $5 minimums? The missing intake. Go find it. All right, is this Big Steve? This is the one we can't bid up. Myrophyllum, heterophyllum. Yeah, I do like this plant. I do. It's cool. But Big Steve, I can't give him any more money. We can't do it. Fam said Aqua Clear. I haven't heard of those. You haven't heard of the Aqua Clear? Oh, it might be rare. All right, I'm bidding it up to 20. Okay, Steve finally figured out how to sex his bettas. I know. He's painting pairs of the Betta Machinensis. Now, if no one wants these, then I will bid on them and buy them for cheap, just so I can laugh. Mexicali said pipe cleaner plant. That's hilarious. But yeah, the Betta Machinensis do look very nice. They do look very nice. Okay. But I do have some already that also look that nice. We got Red Dragon Juveniles, Guppy, pair of Red Dragon Guppies. Yeah, no thanks. A trio of Longfin Albino Plecos. Yo, if I get any more Plecos, I'm gonna complain about it on stream even more. You guys thought this was the most I could complain? Mexicali said, love the blue on the bettas. Yeah, they're really nice. Steve did his thing, man. He be breeding a lot of fish. Tap in. Order some fish from Steve quick. People just getting them up. We got the clown, Armadillo Cluvy, the clowns, another thing of them. Pretty cool. I bet on those. Cubaris, Marina, Glacier. Pretty cool. How many of these? Do they have any dead bearers? Sonny, when did you become a stand-up comedian? Yeah, similar to Rubber Ducky, like a white rubber duck. Yeah, this is cool. We got Panda Kings. All right, good auction items here. Two pair Elisomogo Bertai. Oh, pair plus two. Very nice, very nice. Big Steve. Paraphysician Bibitatum Funge. Frontal Pancha Gardner at gold. Wabben Muster Personal Pleco large male. Jesus, this thing is hideous. It looks like his name, Wabenmooster. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is, but these spikes on his face are crazy. I mean, the pattern from a distance looked cool, but yeah, I'm with you. Mr. Cali said ugly. Yeah, I'm good. Beta and Bellis, out to see it in person, but it says a mixed group. Kind of like to know where they got them from originally, but I'm curious. I'm curious. Um, Borearis Europhthalmoides says a group at 10. People, this could go either one way. People might be like, yes, small fish, not in auctions very often. We're going to bid on this like crazy. Or people could be like, small fish, picture barely has any color. $10 for 10 of them. I think it should go at least above 20, but I don't know. I'm up in the air. Basically, I said, yes, I love those, Daniel. You like the small ones? Yeah. This is kind of interesting. It says mixed sex of Rhinogobia zoe. I don't know if this guy's like a store or something, or if he bred these, but I could see this one going quite a bit. It says 4. It claims mixed sex. It doesn't. The condition on these don't look too bad. If I had money, I would bid them up to whatever retail was. Steve says shit would be funny if someone tries to bid me up on those and they will pay way too much. Yeah, this is one I could see them going higher than retail in an auction, depending on who's there. We got a badass Smergina female. We got a male. I almost would get the vampire crab thing, the vampire crab, just to force me to make a vampire crab tank. So then I finally have to go get some vampire crabs. You know what I mean? Because I have everything to make one. I just need the crab. Flipping items to Zoys. Maybe I don't know. It could, like, I've had fish that I just wanted to rehome and took to auction. So we got the hooker Risea moss. This stuff always dies on me. Got another male crab, miniature bamboo, red swordtails. Whose are these? These are Val's. Nope. Then I don't know what they look like. Daisy ricefish, BAP. Yeah, we got some more BAP competition coming in. It's getting scary. Epiplates, the Getty BAP. Come on. Cockatoides BAP. Let's go. Flame moss. Cockatoides, triple red pear. Some pothos. A lot of terrarium, terrestrial plants coming down here. Dorixtes Miki, Firemouse Cichlid Juveniles. Why would I consider bidding on these? I got anywhere to put these. F1 Pure Strain, Unsexed Juveniles. Parents were wild caught. I don't know. What do you think, Mick? What do you think? Okay, some plants. Okay, I need photos. I can't read. Grindle worms, white worms. Scotty was begging on Facebook for someone to put them into the auction. He finally got his wish. Scotty, if you don't win them, you're pussy. Come on, you asked for them. Pay whatever it takes. Pay whatever it takes. You're asking in stream chat, you're asking in Facebook groups, put in the white worms or put in the griddle worms. You better buy those damn worms. You want the Eliade? As a guy said, your auction is very good. Yeah, this is an ACM auction. Aquarium Club of Maryland. They usually have pretty decent auctions. We got some random filter stuff. Nice variety of fish. Yep. Hey, the BAP competition's heating up. Got people bringing in all sorts of random stuff. We got silicone top cleaners. A Pistonisani for $40. I haven't seen those yet. Is that for a pair? I mean, I guess that's like retail. Green Dragon Bristol Juveniles. Yeah, the Pleco market, it already was kind of getting saturated. I'm contributing to the problem. I got too many fucking Plecos. This guy said, good evening, just leave your work. Had a frozen sprinkler pipe that burst, catching up from the beginning on double type. Okay, he hasn't heard me talking shit. Perfect. Small foreground sword. Okay. Which sword would that be? Small foreground sword, long, beautiful roots. Okay, well, we'll never know. Some crypts, 40-gallon HOB filter, bubblers and tubing. Okay, some freeze-dried foods, Northfin cichlid pellets, ultra-fresh tropical shrimp pies. That sounds so twisted and wrong. I'd love to get shrimp pied. Let's do it. We got another crab. One male, I think, vampire crab. Okay. This is from Steve. Wait, Steve's also contributing to the random vampire crab epidemic? What's going on, Steve? Nathan Ao Young 8 said, "Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? We're just finishing up going through this auction here. Walter Worms and Big Steve. And Citrus Bristlenose Red Juveniles. Micro Worms, Leopard Frog, Pleco. Ooh, how many? One? Oh, this Sabu. Samurai Aquatics. He's coming. Am I in the right auction? Did I accidentally go to a different auction? Let me just double check. No, it says this is still ACM February 2026. Oh shit. I just didn't see. Sabu's coming. We got L33 King Tiger Pleco. Blood Red Tiger Pleco. Three. Oh, he always come with the three Corey thing. Ooh, one longfin super red. I need a longfin female. So we'll have to see in person. There you go. Okay, Sabu's coming with like a billion fish. All right, this auction just got turned up. Let me double check, bro. Now, this is really the right auction. That fish place had an awesome selection of vampire crabs, so I got a group of rainbows and getting rid of the oddballs. Nice, nice, nice. Chill stream. Yeah, we chilling, we chilling. We chilling. Okay, we got some Petricola, Pepper Cory, the Snow White Cory, Snow White Bristlenose. All right. Well, I was talking about there being a lot of plecos. Here we fucking go. Sabu coming in with some nice fish. Got a Bulldog Cory. 3 Sarah Bulldog Cory. Pistadora Ramundi. Oh, yeah, Val be bringing these. Man, you just never know. This is the night before. You just never know going up. What? Big Steve put in a Saswasher tank to the auction. He didn't even offer to sell it to me directly. This is crazy. All right, Big Steve. All right. We'll see how your tires look after the meeting. Let me double check, bro. Like, why was it showing all that? Is that Sabu stuff really in there, man? Did I miss that? That's crazy. Steve said I was gonna give it to you today. Bro, I told you I wasn't going. I know you weren't gonna give it to me today. All right, so we got some groups of 3 Corys. So if you already have these Corys, fantastic. If you don't, time to go to buy some more from Sabu. But the auction as it stands now is shaping up. Steve got 7 CPDs. That should go for at least 40 bucks. Come on. Ah, excuse me. Yeah, auction shaping up to look pretty good. We'll see what I actually end up bringing. If I wake up early and I list a bunch of stuff, hey, maybe the auction gets some more interesting things, or maybe it gets worse. You never know. But god damn it, how long have you guys made me stream? I fell asleep during the end of Mexicali stream, and it felt so beautiful. It felt so beautiful. But look, enough people were harassing me about streaming. I showed up. Okay, was it incredible? I don't know, but I showed up. See, so I got my shit bagged and labeled. I haven't had the time, bro. I was out all day yesterday till 2 a.m. Then I woke up at 4 a.m. I was out all day today until now. I'm trying to tell if this fish looks funky or if it's just the angle that I'm looking at it. But yeah, we're the hardest working fish stream. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fish first, February. Come on. We can't let Swim Deanna Jones win, okay? He's out here creating fake friction. All right, no more, no more. Peace. Mexicali said, "What's ACM stand for?" Aquarium Club of Maryland. Aquarium Club of Maryland, I believe, is what it stands for. But yeah, fish first February. If all goes well tomorrow, I will stream after the auction. I will talk about how it went. If I got anything, I'll show you. And maybe we'll hook up one of the high grade power heads. And we'll just have a chill stream tomorrow if I stream. But let me make it there. Okay, I gotta make it there. Steve said, "Who's starting drama?" See, Steve wants drama too. I'm just messing with Mexicali. I said Mexicali's always starting drama, bro. He's always starting drama, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. FF, fish first, fish first February. Come on, come on. So yeah, hardest working. Next guy said me never. Hardest working algae, 5 different types takes. Come on, man. You typed all that, man. I could barely decipher this ramblings of a troll in my chat, Sunny G1. You know what, Sunny G1? I just timed you out for 10 seconds for your insolence. Oh man, Swim Deanna Jones is rubbing off on me. Who's next? Come on, who's next? I only want to see fish first in the chat. FF. Anything else? Timeout. Anything else? Timeout. Okay? I need to see at least 6 FFs in the chat. Fish first. Come on, bro. Yeah, okay. Remember emojis are accepted. A couple of fish. Remember emojis are accepted. They're accepted. Come on, FF. Let's go. Um, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to talk about in the fish room. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get around. F Mexican. I sent my FF is for father fish. Come on, even Sunny said FF. Yo, did you guys listen to the watercolors gallery? The water, bro. I can't even. You know what I'm talking about. Good podcast. I referenced it a few times. I do listen to it here and there. I did an episode on the Scud Alliance. All right, yeah, hold up. Yeah, that's a 5 minute timeout. That's a 5 minute timeout right there. You're gonna listen to me talk about this podcast. You won't be able to say anything for your insolence. Whoa, Sunny G said Scuds for life. Yo, you timeout. That's a timeout right there. Yo, what's going on right now? Yo, what's going on? I thought we instilled more fear around here. I thought we were to fish first, not Scuds first. Mexicali says Scud strong. Yeah, this is not gonna stand. That yo, I feel like I got my back against the wall right now. People coming from left and right. I thought the chat was holding me down. And Swim Deanna Jones was leading the charge. Well, now that all the detractors are timed out, yo, Scott Agenda, yo, this is Jacob et tu Brute. Nah, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Okay, well look, clean up the chat. Now you're gonna have to listen. All right. So they did this podcast episode. Nick said only one left. Nick, don't betray me too. Uh, they did an episode, and we've talked about recently how there's the growing calls against fatherfish. All right, everyone is now free to hate fatherfish openly. I don't know why it took this long. Um, Scudalooya. What the hell? How you untimed out already? Uh, yeah, you team tied out for a long time, buddy. For that one, yeah, Scudalooya. That is something offensive. I don't know what to call it. It's offensive. Anyways, they did an episode, The Myth of the No Maintenance Aquarium. I'll put a link to it in the chat. Um, I just think it's interesting. You know what I mean? A lot of people calling out fatherfish. I was kind of conflicted because They were like, we're not going to mention his name because we also don't want to draw attention to the person. But it's kind of like everyone knows who you're talking about. And then I like look in the Discord and people are like, yeah, Father Fish, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm just curious what you guys think. Go, go check it out, listen to it. Let me know in the Discord or whatnot. I just think it's kind of interesting seeing this trend continue. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great. I think all this no maintenance, no water change aquarium stuff is like is a plague. It's a plague. I think all the no water change people are largely lazy as hell and looking for an excuse. But you guys listen to that and let me know what you think. And listen, big stuff. I need Moina. I need Daphnia. The captain's critters order came through recently, and I got those things, and I'm working on getting them up to snuff. But I am proud. I've intentionally turned a tank green. It only took me like 2 days. And look, this whole tin is green. Seeded from Captain Critter's green water that was sent to me. So we'll see if I can make some Daphne and shit. But with that being said, it's a beautiful chat right now. Fish first. Wasn't there a Daphnia Magna? Yeah, I got Daphnia Magna. And I have Moina. And I got all the assorted worms and stuff like that. So we're warmed up. I've been enjoying. I love all the different microworms. My favorite live food cultures. So they're starting to come together. They're starting to do well. I'm feeding them daily, and it's good shit. But with that being said, while the chat's still peaceful, appreciate you guys coming in. A couple fish said flow first. I'll accept that. And wait, why? Incoming call from Mexico. I'm still on stream, Mexicali.
I know. I just wanted to make sure people understand that you love scuds.
Oh my god. Okay. Don't get off my phone. Oh my god. I want to let it be known. Officially, I, in my takes, do not love or approve of scuds. I, in fact, hate them. I think that they are a scum upon the earth. If this was a trolley problem and one lever was save 100 people and one lever was kill all scuds in existence, what lever you think I'm pulling? I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there, okay? I'll just leave it there. Yamura Wilson said, bro, listen, guys, it's been a great stream. I appreciate you. If you're out here in the streets and you see Swim Deanna Jones, the anti-Smokey the Bear, call your local or federal authorities, whichever one feels the most appropriate at the time. He's armed with propaganda, with the 7 deadly sins, with a cigar. He's quite literally in a smoky room, and he will trick you out of your spot. So with that being said, appreciate you guys. Have a good night, and I will see you. This is In My Tanks. I'm freaking out. Scuds. All right. Peace.